I was completely surprised by those results because I still have the feeling.
I don't want to hear it.
Else...
I don't want to hear it, Lucy. She is my daughter, and you had no right to do that.
Okay, maybe not, but I still...
Answer me something. Once and for all.
Dr. Russ,
is this how it's always going to be?
I see you.
I really need to know, Lucy. I ask you to leave something alone, you agree, and then as soon as my back is turned, you go ahead and do whatever you want anyway.
It's not how it's always going to be. Please, let me try to explain.
I don't need an explanation. I can see the explanation. You obviously don't respect my feelings, and therefore you don't respect me.
Doc, this is what this is all about, is your feelings. I am trying to protect you. Livy is a very, very mixed up girl.
Whatever Livy's problems are, she is my daughter. Now, she grew up in a hell that I wasn't there for, and I will not turn my back on her now. Now, you dig up whatever you want, Lucy, but I will never, ever abandon my daughter.
I'm really glad that fighting this avatar gives you some sense of purpose, but aren't you, like, a little bit scared?
Oh, yeah. I'm scared. I'm scared for everyone. But at the same time...
What?
Well, just... See, this is gonna sound weird, but when I finally came face to face with its host, it was almost like it was kind of a gentleman.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't get that same feeling.
I know it sounds weird, but think about it for a second. I mean, me standing up to that thing, it could have gotten ugly, but it didn't. It just walked away. So that makes me think that maybe there's some vulnerability still there, some sense of humanity, and I can exploit that.
Okay, whatever you're planning, I'm in with you. I'm gonna help you.
Allison,
Yes. I know what you told me, but I also told you that this town doesn't let just one person fight their battles. Even very talented but very stubborn vampire slayers.
If you work with me, Dr. Ramsey, I can promise you that you will not be sorry, okay? I will report all the facts to you, and hopefully Lancelot give to me fairly and honestly while never losing sight of the romance and the excitement of this real-life, honest-to-goodness superhero.
All right, I'll tell you what, Melissa.
Marissa.
Whatever. I will do you this favor because you are a good friend of my brother. You understand? I'll give you all the scoops, and you will be my conduit to the rest of the press. How's that?
Yes. Okay, you will not regret this. So, first, Dr. Ramsey, can you tell me a little bit more about Lancelot?
Well, he really likes the handle.
Lancelot?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're already on his good side.
Come on. Did you hear? Did you hear? I am in with Lancelot. I am totally in.
So he'd eaten a tennis ball?
Yeah, it must have seemed like a good idea at the time, but then he washed it down with a bottle of scotch. It was not a pretty sight.
Karen, there you are. Come on, are you ready to go?
Oh, what do you mean, go? I want to see how this plays out.
What? It's not going to, all right? Nothing's gonna happen. Personally, I think Ramsey's trying to put something over on everyone.
Wouldn't be the first time.
You see? Now, come on.
I'm staying.
Excuse me. Hey, what'd you find out? Yeah, what'd you find out? We're all anxious to know.
Well,
Yes, Chris. Everything checked out. Exactly the way you described.
So now that we know you have the ID on this guy, we'd like to have it too.
In fact, we're insisting.
Oh, is that right? Insisting. Well, I'm sorry to say that I think my man outranks you.
Please, you really do have blinders on when it comes to Livy. Deep down, I think you know that.
Lucy, you're the one with blinders on when it comes to my daughter. You believe the absolute worst about her, and if you don't see it at the moment, don't worry. You'll look around until you find it.
That is not what I was doing. That's not how it was.
That's exactly how it was, and apparently that's how it's going to be. And it doesn't matter how I feel about it.
Could you just open your ears and listen to me just for a minute,
No,
please?
Lucy, I'm done listening. I can see how this is going. Because Livy, the daughter from hell, has set the entire thing up, right?
Okay. Don't listen. I won't say anything anymore. Just answer me this one question. How did you find out?
Does that make any difference?
Yes, it makes a big difference. Did Livy tell you?
Oh, no. As a matter of fact, she didn't tell me. A nurse brought this to me under the mistaken impression that you wanted me to see it.
Oh, A nurse. Now, how would I benefit from you receiving this kind of information?
You know what?
Who would benefit the most? Who, huh? Us at each other's throats. Tell me.
I need some air.
Fine. Get some air.
Dr. Seagrove to neurology. Dr. Jason Seagrove to neurology.
Now that was heartbreaking.
I sort of knew you were behind all of this.
Yeah, it just goes to show you what I can do if I put my mind to it.
I bet.
Yeah. See, you mess with my life, Lucy, and I'll mess with yours and then some just for the fun of it.
I'm really not going to call you what I want to right now.
No, come on, go ahead. Give it your best shot because you don't want to be making things worse for yourself. In fact, if you keep pulling your little stunts, you're going to eventually force my father to choose between the two of us. And the way it's looking now, I don't think he's going to be choosing you. So, Ta.
No. No Ta for you. Listen to me. I made a big mistake. I told you what I was up to because I thought in my mistake maybe I'd scare you into being human and doing the right thing, maybe trying to clear your name. But let me just tell you a little secret. You want to mess with my life? Don't. You know, I've been doing this for a really long time and I've had a lot of practice. This little thing we're playing here is just a skirmish compared to the war I will rage against you. So, Ta to you, sweet pea.
Rafe, give us a moment, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Ramsey's story checked out, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
These people are just eating it up.
You obviously know a lot more about this thing than I do, so now it's made its move. What's ours?
I don't know. I'll think of something.
We don't have one, do we?
I'll think of something.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
So, I guess we're back in the middle, huh?
Yeah, Port Charles has never actually been boring, that's for sure.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? So, any progress?
With what?
With Rafe.
Oh, Jack,
Look, Allison, I'm not gonna say anything. It's your life. You know, you can do whatever you want with it.
I just miss him. No, I just love him so much.
Chris, now's not the time to be a jerk. Just tell us who he is so we can all go home.
Well, why should I tell you who Lancelot is? He's doing all the work that the police force can't seem to get done. If I tell you who he is, then, you know, you're just going to try to stop him.
Okay. If that's the way you want it.
Well, this looks familiar.
I'm not playing around, Chris. You're under arrest.
Oh, you're arresting me for what?
As a material witness for obstructing justice and whatever else we can think of on the way to the station.
This is outrageous. They're arresting me for protecting the identity of the one man this town needs.
Oh, God, shut up! You have the right to remain silent. Anything you
What
say
is this?
will get you in a court of law.
Don't worry,
You have the
Port
right to
Charles.
insult an-
I will protect his name.
Livy, come here. I think I just found your husband.
Rafe?